Good evening, traders. Welcome to our session today. Today we're discussing an indicator called Alligator, and we want to see how you can use an alligator to trade in the markets. Hi, Zainab.
Hi, Matthew. How
How
are
is it
you?
going? I'm good. How is Cicely?
Isley is good. We are good.
Mhm.
We thank God. Yeah,
All
it's been
right.
a long
So
time. Yeah.
since we did the last session, yeah. So today
Yes.
we
Yes.
discussed a little bit about the alligators. Maybe you can take us through, and then we move to the charts later, right?
Yes. So good evening, traders. If you can hear us, kindly just comment hi below. Today we are looking at trading with alligators. So let's start. So what is an alligator indicator? It is a trend following indicator with three lines that shows asset trend. It is based on the principle that markets trends 15% to 30% of the time and ranges up to 70% of the times. And most money is made in a strong trend. It has three lines similar to moving average. So it uses three moving average, namely the jaw, the teeth, and the lips. So the jaw line is 13 period, teeth 8 period, and lips 5 period. So this alligator indicator was created by the famous trader known as Bill Williams. So how does the alligator indicator work? The distance between the alligator lines are used to find trade setups. When the lines are close together, the alligator is said to have a closed mouth, hence sleeping. So it has a closed mouth, hence sleeping. And when the market is not trending. Guys, if you have question, kindly drop them in the comment section below. We'll be looking at it later on. So how does the alligator indicator work? So we have three lines. As I've mentioned before, we have the jaw, the teeth, and the lips. Okay. So when the lips, the 5 period moving average crosses above the teeth and the jaw, the market is turning into an uptrend. Okay. So you need to look at, we're looking at the lips. Okay. So when the lips crosses above the teeth and the jaw, thus market is an uptrend market. So number two, this is an example number two. So when the lips, the green line still, we're looking at the green line, okay? So when the green line crosses below the teeth and the jaw, this indicates that the market is now in a downtrend, okay? So make sure you know the teeth and the jawline and the lips, differentiate them, and then you'll be able to understand. So this indicator is you can find it in your trading view or the MT4, the MT5. Just search for the alligator indicator, or sometimes is written as William Alligator. So you'll be able to find it, and we'll be able to look at example in the charts.
All right. Thanks, Zain. So maybe one thing I need to mention before we look at the charts is it's important that we combine the indicator with confluence with other tools, other indicators or other tools, so you can get confluence. A confluence is where you have more than two tools agreeing to the same direction, with the same trend in the market. If they're agreeing to the same setup, then that's a confluence. So let's see a few examples on the charts. We just look at three examples. Straightforward one where we can see the moves or the likely signals. So I think let me just remove it first so we can add the indicators. So just to show you how you can add the indicators. If you go to the insert section, you go to the indicators, and just below the trend, you have the Bill Williams. For some reason, the Bill Williams indicators are put under special category. So check down there, we have an alligator. If you click on the alligator, just apply the normal settings. Yeah. or you can try change a little bit, see how they can best suit your chart. Let's just look at the basic application and how they work. Now here we have on Euro USD 30 minutes, the alligator. I will zoom a little bit. Let us see how we could have identified a trade using them. I will zoom a little bit so we can see. So we can just look at both the downtrend and an uptrend, because here they are. So these are the phases we're talking about, or we've been talking about, that Zainab told us about. At this part here, this is where the lines are close together, right? At that section, if you can see properly, and there's no trend here. This is where the alligator is sleeping. Yeah, it's doing nothing, it's sleeping, so there's no trend. That's according to Bill Williams. And then after some time, exactly at this section here, we see a cross over to the downside where we have the green, the lips. Yeah, it's called the lips. The green one is the lips. The red one here is the teeth, and the blue one is the jaw. Just like the way you would describe the mouth of an alligator, like a crocodile. So when you have the lips crossing over the teeth and the jaw, that one signals a downward move, like you can see on that section there. Yeah, see the green line crossing over to the downside. And after that, we had a very strong trend to the downside that went up to 60 pips. This is on Euro USD 30 minutes. Okay, so simply this indicator will help you see when there is clearly no trend, and then when there is a start of a trend. You can use this indicator with other tools to help you identify these trends. And one of the ways you can look at that is just try to put the price in a box, right? Or something like a range. See whether the time when the alligator is sleeping, you can find a range even by using the normal support resistance levels. And there you are. Later you find a crossover, and that's a confluence, right? Then you know of any other way that we can also help get a confluence?
I think what you have mentioned is accurately. So I think it explains best.
Right. What do you think of a moving average? If we do like a 200 moving average?
Yeah, we can do an 200 EMA and SMA. So I think that's a long-term moving average. We can be able to see at a long-term view.
All right, let me try and have it here, and we see do a moving average 200, and now I have a problem. I was trying to avoid that. So in a few, I will lose the chart and then get it back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just in a second, I will lose the chart, then I'll be back again. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Sorry about that.
Meanwhile, you guys, if you have questions, kindly drop them, and I will be able to look at it.
And in 1, 2, 3, 4, I think we are back again. Yeah, so here, this is what you've mentioned, Zain. So we have a moving average here, EMA or SMA 200, that you can combine with the alligators. So the alligators could be giving you the signal, and then the long-term moving average EMA 200 could give you simply the long-term trend. So once you know the long-term trend is downwards, then you're just looking for a confirmation to the downside with the alligators crossing over, showing you the downward momentum is just resuming. So that is really superb, right? That's on Euro USD. And if you can just put a little bit of an analysis here, we see that the analysis, the alligators entered into the sleeping face. That's what we call it, right? The sleeping face. This part here. They are so close together, and if you know the basic rules of arranging market, you can see we are just caught up in a range, and the alligator is confirming. But you see, we are still on a downtrend. Yeah, just waiting to see whether we can have the the lips cross over again. Then we resume the strong downward move. Okay, that's the kind of confluence you're looking for. Hey Harish, the best trading app. Of course, EGM Securities FX Expressor.
You can
Yeah.
download it from wherever you are, and you can be able to open an account and trade even if you are in Tanzania. You'll be able to deposit and also withdraw.
Yeah.
Via Vodacom or whichever service provider you like.
Exactly. You can use. We are on several platforms. We're on MT4, MT5. We have a new app coming up, by the way, Equity Trader, but a few things being worked on. It will be one of the best. So for now, we can use the MT5. Yeah, the latest version. So let's look at AUD USD, Aussie dollar, and see what's happening there. Let me zoom a little bit. Currently, it's in a sleeping phase, but let's check. Let's move backwards and see. Let's review the previous moves and see whether you could have captured anything with the alligator. And yes, here we are. A downward move which started right after this sleeping phase. We had the crossover down of this alligator. The lips crossed the teeth and the jaw, and after that we had a very strong move to the downside. Okay, if someone was looking out for the basic range indications, like for example user support, the price broke to the downside, pulled back a little bit, tested that line, and then you have this crossover, these alligators going to the downside, then we have a strong downward move. Always combine an indicator with another tool to get a stronger view in the market, or have a higher probability of having a winning trade. That is AUD USD. And now those are currencies. Let's see whether it can work on indices. Here we have the German DAX, the E30 roll as well. Let's look right from the beginning. We had a ranging session here. We have the alligators close together and it was sleeping. And then after some time, woke up, we had the lips crossing over to the upside, and it was a strong upward move. If you wanted some confluence, you could have used the concept of break retest and then combined with that alligator cross, where you have the alligator awakening. Went all the way up. This was quite a good move. And right now, I don't know whether we are getting a crossover to the downside. The lips are crossing. What do you see? Zain, I think it's crossing over the downside as well with these ducks.
Yes. The lips is yeah.
Just cross the teeth and what do you call it, the jaw. But remember, this is for educational purposes only. It's not an advice for you to go and enter a trade, right? So, but what we are seeing here is exactly what we are explaining. Maybe if we were looking for a confluence, I'll be looking at these low points. And let's say, for instance, if there's a break, retest, and still the alligators keep on showing that one, someone might enter short position. And yeah, wait for a likely movement to the downside, right? Okay, again, this is just for education content. It's not an advice for you to enter trade. Make sure you test these strategies and understand how they work. Yeah, and just as simple as that, that is how to use the alligator on your charts. Yeah. So we taking questions. Hey, Harish. I see Harish has quite several questions.
Yeah, so the first question is between the MT5 app and FX Pesa app, which is the best?
Well, currently we retired the FX Pesa app, yeah, and we have the common platforms, the MT4, MT5. With the FX Pesa app outgoing, then we have the Equity Trader app. We're just working on a little bit of refining the indicator section, just something very small, and then we have it rolled out. Actually, most of the things are working, but just a little bit on the indicator, and we have the tool up and running. But it will be one of the best, especially on risk management. We'll be using TradingView on that platform, and you know how powerful TradingView is. So just keep your fingers crossed for that one. Watch the space. But of course, MT5 is a strong one as well. It's the latest app from MetaQuotes, yeah, an improved version of MT4. It's a good one as well, Harish.
So Harish has another question.
Yep.
He says he usually trades in equity option trading in India. He's wondering if you have something similar in Tanzania.
Option trading. I don't really understand that one, but we have got India. We have Indian instrument, right? Although there has been changes here of late, yeah. A few might have been delisted, of course, following the Hong Kong delisting them as well. But we have got Indian instruments. For us, we don't trade options. We are giving you the forex, yeah. We give you the commodities, right? Stocks, indices as well. Yep.
Godfrey has a question. Do you have classes for beginners? So maybe I can answer you, Godfrey. Yes, we have classes for beginners. We are available in Nairobi, Westside, not Westside, Nairobi, Delta Towers, Eastleigh, Al Mukarram, Nakuru Tower 1, Eldoret, Rupa Mall, and also Thika, Maisha Heights, and Kitengela Mall. So if you are near those area, kindly feel free to attend the classes. For the first class of the week, it's always on a Monday, so make sure you go on Monday.
Yeah, maybe as well, if you're not able to attend the physical classes, you can check our YouTube channel for educational content which we have released there. Yeah, we have got novice to pro, we have got these sessions recorded. For example, these are that we've recorded today, we just leave it in YouTube. So if you tend to know how you can use an alligator, just go search, follow our YouTube content, and you have a lot of information on how to trade. But yeah, just like Zain, you've said, Godfrey can visit us in our physical classes, and we will discuss more.
Yeah, we have another question. Dominic Orina, he's asking, what is the best time frame we can use this confluence?
Wow, quite challenging. But you see, when you look on the chart, we are having a 1 hour time frame, and this one panned out quite clearly. I think I would say if you find this signal on a higher time frame, it will give you a bigger ride of the trend, as compared to when you go to lower time frames, it just end very fast. If you look at 5 minutes, you're just going to catch very few pips here. So always, if you want to win on the question on which is the best time frame, the best question to ask yourself as a trader is what amount of profit am I looking for? Because this one cuts across. Even when you're talking about the smart money concepts, we're talking about any other strategy. Remember, if you get a confirmation for entry, or for example, for a trend in 1 hour, and this trend pans out, this is going to give you around all this amount of points. For example, let's go to AUD USD. If you get this confirmation to the downside, this one gives how many pips? Let's say 100 pips. But if you had the same confirmation on a 5 minute, maybe how many pips could you have gathered? Like this one here. This is an upward move. This is close to 50, 11 pips. Yeah, 11 pips, something like that. This downward move seems so big, but look, it is just like 20, 30 pips. So if you want to win the question, you want to win the conversation around, or you want to get a good answer around which is the best time frame to apply your strategy, it's around what do you want. But again, the thing is, on a lower time frame, you get confirmations much faster, but they also end much faster. On a higher time frame, the confirmations might take much longer, but as well, if that trade comes up like you are expecting, it might run much longer. But let's say try applying it on 1 hour. 1 hour is neither a very high time frame, neither a very low time frame. It's just there at the middle. Yeah. Thanks for the question, Dominic. Nice one.
Matthew,
Yep.
can we say that also it depends on the kind of trader that you are, because scalpers, they tend to use a lower time frame, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
they can use this strategy and still get some pips out of it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Zain. If you're a scalper, you can still make use of this one and capture the few pips which you're looking for in the markets. Because I believe a scalper is mostly satisfied with a few pips. You want to get in, get out very fast. That one means you get your movement within like few minutes, then you're out. So yeah, very true.
I think you have a fan here. Isaac.
Isaac. Hey, Isaac, you're from Nax. Make sure you visit me tomorrow and we have a chat. Oh, thank you about that. I try as much as possible to give the information I have. So if I'm a good teacher, wow,
That's awesome.
that's good to know. Thanks.
Yeah.
Zaid, I don't think we have any other question.
No, we don't have any other questions.
All right, so it was just short and sweet. Thank you so much for you who have taken time to attend, and see you Wednesday with something even more interesting. Thank you.
Sure. Hope you guys
Bye.
enjoyed the session and have a lovely evening.
See ya. Bye.